heat. Time to take a stand, boys. Time to make a choice. Time to find our courage. Time to be deployed. Make our only stand here. Make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past and future meet. Get your weapons ready. Kiss loved ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Settle wrong from right. In the time of conflict, when the bullets fly, in the space of seconds, a life you cannot buy. Face the facts before you, face the simple truth. We're hopelessly outnumbered, it's tragic but it's true. Make your last formation, take the final road. Now it's time for endings, now it's time to go. Mix up the harmonies a little bit. What's going on, everyone? Hello, Arvanauts. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone is well. Welcome to a Friday night stream. It is just a little bit after 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time in, thank you, Bernard, in the big city. So I hope everyone's doing well. Man, that delay is better. You know, Twitch has been very quietly working on that, and the delay between this and chat is definitely improving. So I hope that continues. But it's good to see everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, welcome to day 8 of Pillars of Eternity. It's good to see everybody. As you guys know, the best way to help the stream, there's a couple ways to do it. ! CTT to tweet out the stream is always appreciated. Also, hitting the video share button underneath the window, the video window, would be a big help as well. What's up, Nisk? Yeah, I know. It's getting a lot better, Burner. It definitely is. In fact, I'm going to test the delay in a minute just to make sure. But anyway, so yes, so ! CTT will do that. ! ArvTube will get you over to my YouTube channel. Thank you, Burner. ! ArvTube will get you over to my YouTube channel where all my past broadcasts reside. And you can check out things including my past broadcast. You'll notice that I recently put a new highlight up from last night, which I have entitled Tactics Baby Tactics, showing my epically impressive tactical performance against the dragon in the cave, despite people claiming that it wasn't about that. But anyway, good times over there. And exclamation point Steam group will get you over to the Arvanauts, where you can hang out, as Burner has been kind enough to show, where you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. And we're definitely trying to push that. I am also considering, and I'm going to let my mods know this as more of them filter in as well, but I'm putting my mods on notice that I'd like to, if you guys are around when the stream is finished, I'd like to speak to you guys about a couple of things afterwards. I promise it won't be long, but after the stream's over, I want to take a few minutes to chat with you guys about a couple things on the channel. And one of the things that I'm thinking about doing is using my Twitter that I have, using my Twitter account and actually using that to tweet when the stream goes live. A lot of people do that. Thord. A lot of people do that. I've resisted doing it. Part of the reason is that I didn't want to create an environment where a Twitter, which I use for sort of author-related stuff, gets filled up with like, hey, I'm going live, hey, I'm going live. But I figure when I'm streaming 3 to 4 times a week, just one simple tweet saying, hey, I'm going live is not a big deal. So I'm seriously considering doing that because I've heard a lot of complaints from people who say that they're not getting the email notifications, not just with me, but a lot of people across Twitch have been complaining about that. They're not getting email notifications. They get them erratically, if at all. So I want to have another method of sort of letting people know that I've gone live instead of having people show up 3 hours in and being like, oh my God, I didn't know that you were going. So I'm thinking about doing that. Anyway, but I want to talk to my mods about that and a couple of other things afterwards. So giving the heads up to my mods now, and I'll let you guys know later on. Pillars of Eternity Day 8 today. We will continue with that today. Hoping to get some Icewind Dale in soon. I don't know exactly when. I have to get in touch with the guys. Last couple of months, just in general, have been super, super busy with a lot of things going on, both good and bad. And so I'm doing the best I can to sort of catch up and everything, but it means that I have not been able to sort of follow up as much with them. And they are all busy also, of course. So we're working on that. But in the meantime, of course, we are continuing with our Pillars of Eternity mix, which has been awesome. So we're going to be doing more of that as time goes on. I think the only other thing I wanted to mention was that I have now had confirmed that I'm going to be doing a panel. And in fact, let me check and see if it is up now, because I just found out about this. And I will actually read you guys the description if it is up. So let me see. I'm doing a panel at Philadelphia Comic-Con. I did one last year as well, and I'm now doing one. I was invited to come back to do a panel this year. And the way they do it is most of the places you go to, there are built-in panels. Like, they say, okay, we want you to do this panel, we want you to do that panel, we want you to, here's the things that we think you would fit. But there are a few of them that, and the Comic-Cons tend to be this way, where they ask you to put together the panel and basically pitch it to them. So I did. They liked what I had to say. And so they have scheduled it now, and it's going to be Friday night on May 8th, I believe, May 8th on Friday, right around 4 to 4:30. Right now, the 2 panelists confirmed are myself and Satolbo of Twitch fame. You guys know him, Kale Satolbo. There may be some other ones that may be added into the panel. We haven't worked that out entirely yet, but there will be at least 2 of us. And I'm looking over to see if I can find information about programming. Does it have it here? No. Okay, so I'll just read you guys what the description is. The description of the panel is as follows. The reason I'm reading it to you guys is because it has a connection with you guys. The description is as follows. Run through those, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. Networking and promotion for creators in the online age. Twitch TV, podcasts, and Patreon. Let's see. Networking and promotion have always been critically important aspects of the life of a creator, making it possible for him or her to spread the word about a given work to a larger audience. With the advent of the internet, online promotion via website, Facebook, and email became ubiquitous, but we've now entered the second wave of online promotion. Twitter and Pinterest and other forms of social media are big players, but other models are also rising to the fore. In this panel, speculative fiction author, podcaster, and Twitch TV channel host, author of the graphic novel Icarus and the forthcoming Grey Assassin trilogy, co-host of the critically acclaimed Speculate podcast, along with game designer and Twitch TV channel host, Satolbo, and several others discuss how to leverage different creative backgrounds and fan bases into a successful online presence, and how mediums like Twitch TV, podcasts, and even Patreon are changing the game for creators looking to reach new audiences and promote their work. The panelists will also answer questions about how to use Kickstarter and other resources resources to develop any given creative idea into a reality. So that is going to be, thanks, Burner. So that's going to be at Philadelphia Comic Con, and that's going to be Friday, May 8th, and it's going to be somewhere around between 4:30 and 5 p.m. Eastern. So just letting everybody know, if anyone is in the Philly area, if you were thinking about going to a Comic Con, would love to see you guys there. I'm going to see what I can do about broadcasting it. I don't know if I'll be able to, but we'll see. That's not going to disrupt any stream, by the way, because I'm going to drive down to it. Philadelphia is about an hour and a half from New York, so I'm going to drive down to it, and then I'm going to drive back up afterwards. So I'll be back up here to be able to stream on Friday night. But that's happening, so that's cool that they decided that they wanted to do that. I was pretty psyched about that. So that's going to be happening in May. So that's neat. Hey, what's up, Cambridge? Good to see you, bro. What's up, man? So yeah, so that's pretty exciting. And I'm looking forward to kind of seeing how that all goes. But anyway, so it's Buddy Cam. Yeah, exactly. Hey, by the way, Cambridge, I need to chat with you about something. Oh my God, really, Thorg? That's funny. Yeah, Cambridge, I'm going to need to chat with you about something later on, by the way. I'm just giving you a heads up that is going to have to happen. And so now that I've done all that, let me say hi to all of the wonderful people who are here. Thank you all so much for showing up. Hello to Vacan. Hello to Pew Pew. That's not even close. Pew Pew Erlin. That's what I was looking for. Hello to Nisk. Hello, Mosky Bear. What's up, I'm curious? Hello, Hippofant. What's up to Kame? Hello, Arcades. What is up to my mods? Hello, Thorg. Hello, Glog. What's up, Glog? Hello, Cambridge. Hello, Backburner. Hello, Apples. Good to see you. Hope everyone is doing well. And as far as how my guys are doing, the Red Sox are doing awesome. They were, at last count, they are first in the AL East. They are, I believe, 6-3. And let me actually see. Okay, I'm not going to turn on at bat then. The heck with you. The hell with you. I will not fire on innocent people. Anyone know the movie reference? As I quickly look up and see what's happening right now. The hell with you. Does anybody know? Let's see. Right now, they are tied 2-2 in the 6th. 2-2, and the Red Sox are 6-3. So they're doing really, really well. It's good stuff. I'm enjoying it. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that they're doing well. No, nothing unfortunate about that. It's all good stuff. You don't know the movie reference? The Twins managed to stop the juggernaut. Yeah, and boy, are they ever a juggernaut, the Kansas City Royals. Weren't they like 7-0? Come with me if you want to live. Yeah, well, there's that. No, the hell with you. It is the same guy. The hell with you, I will not fire innocent people, comes from The Running Man. The very underrated Running Man. Very good movie. With the great Richard Dawson as a evil show host, and actually Jim Brown. Actually, the famous Jim Brown, former running back for the Cleveland Browns, shows up in that movie too. So lots of stuff there. Anyway, so Pillars of Eternity today, possibly Pillars of Eternity over the weekend, depending on how the schedule goes. But if not, definitely Pillars of Eternity next week. And then at some point, hopefully some Icewind Dale coming up soon. And as I say, early May is going to be that Philadelphia Comic-Con appearance. And at the end of May, the last weekend of May, we're looking right now at May 29th, 30th, 31st. That weekend is going to be ArvCon. More details about that to come. So, yeah, for sure, Nisk. A renaissance big time. This game, Baldur's Gate 1.5, yep, Numenera, Sword Coast Legends. Don't forget Shadowrun Returns, Dragon Returns Hong Kong. That's coming out. Yeah, there's The Witcher 3 coming out. So lots of really cool stuff. So, all right, let us get rid then of this. Let's get rid of this, and let's turn on this. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am wearing my Netherlands shirt today. There we go, KNVB. Wearing my Netherlands shirt today. And, yeah, it was good times. Had a good time, got some work done early on, and then had a chance to spend Fridays I pick my daughter up. I bring my daughter to school, pick her up from school, and then we always go on an adventure. So our adventure today was we did a picnic. So we got some food. In fact, I have what's left of it, my macaroni salad right there. So we got some food, and then we went to a park and got a chance to hang out, go to a playground nearby. A lot of times the adventures are a lot more fanciful than that. Like I'll bring out my phone and I'll put the Google Maps thing up, and then she'll close her eyes. This is actually taken from the Dr. Dolittle books. She'll close her eyes, and then she'll put her finger over something and then close it, and then we'll and will go to wherever her finger touched on the map within reason. She did once touch the country of Liberia, and I'm like, yeah, I think mommy's going to want us back, in a few hours probably. But if it's within reason, then we actually drive out there, and normally we'll go to like a bookstore, or we'll find a playground out there, or sometimes we'll go see a movie, or we'll go to like a kids museum, or something like that. Once in a while, like go see like a sporting event or something, and just hang out and have fun with each other. And so it was a really nice day today. Got a chance to spend some time, and then afterwards got some ice cream at the end of it. So it was a good day. Loved it. Good times. Thank you, Burner. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, well, she's a great kid. She's a really, really, really awesome kid. So, and she's grown up too fast, man. She's growing up too fast. She's 7 years old already. It blows my mind. I was thinking about that watching her in the playground today, because she's running around. She goes onto the swings. Obviously, she can swing herself. She still wants me to do some like pushes, like farther pushes or whatever. But man, they grow up so fast. And, the good thing is that I feel like I haven't been one of those dads who, works the 100-hour-a-week job and is completely away from his kids forever. And then is like, turns around and all of a sudden it's like Harry Chapin's Cat's in the Cradle. And I'm like, oh God, wait, you're already grown up. That has not happened. I've been with her every step of the way. So I felt very good about it. And it's great to see, what she's growing into as she is. But man, there's a part of you that's just like, I just want to stop her there growing, just keep her as she is, so thanks, Burner. I appreciate it. Oh, what was happening at the end of May? ArvCon. Yes, that is what is happening at the end of May, Cambridge, and Burner will be able to say more about that. Yes, she'll be a teenager and fighting me. Well, what are you going to say, right? Like, that's all uncharted territory for me, obviously. I've never raised a child. So all of this is new to me. So as we hit every milestone, I'll find out what is new. The good news is, though, if I can handle her, I have taught teenagers, obviously, because I taught in high school before I taught in college. So if I can get her to, 14, 15, hopefully I can start kind of, tying in some of my knowledge of like teaching and strategies there, so that hopefully, we won't have one of those knockdown, drag out type of deals. I would hope so. But anyway, in the meantime, her mom and I are enjoying the heck out of her, and she's going to be, every step of the way, she's going to be great. So it'll be cool. All right, let me adjust my camera, and then let's get to playing some games, because that's what we are all here for today. Let me adjust this webcam. How are you guys doing today? What's going on? What is up? What's good in the hood these days? What has been happening with you wonderful people since we last spoke yesterday? That's good. Lovely. The challenge rating of children increases equal to age. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Oh, nice, Cambridge. Very nice, yeah. Star Wars Overload. Yes, that's right. All right, well, let's get into the game, and then we can talk all about Star Wars and everything else. But the time has come, people, for some Pillars. Let's do it. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I saw the trailer today, the teaser trailer, and I can see why everyone is like, oh. Somebody said, I have not seen this yet, but an author, Jim Hines, said today, he was saying that he had just seen the Batman and Superman trailer. He's like, I just watched the Batman and Superman trailer and decided, and he went ... that I want to go watch the Star Wars trailer again. I don't know whether that says bad things about Batman and Superman, or if it's just like everyone is in love with the Star Wars trailer. It certainly looks like Abrams is going old school. It certainly looks like he's trying to like pull all the old tricks, So, by the way, is this what's up, Dragon Spear? You got 3 hours to go from 4.5 hours, so I'll lurk. All right, cool, man. Good luck on it, dude. What was I gonna say? So is this supposed to be? I haven't even. Is this like a trilogy? It's the trilogy of Star Wars movies, right? Starting, and it's 7, 8, 9, and it's basically finishing up the arc of 9. Essentially, is that right? A lot of practical effects. Yes, yes. Well, see, that's the thing. See, the thing I didn't get about it was, now we'll see what happens when we actually, see the work. I feel like there's this irrational hate for J.J. Abrams that I don't get. I mean, I thought that his Star Trek movies were good. I thought they were good. I'm not saying he's always been perfect on the stuff he's done. Abrams can be a little bit hit or miss. But this isn't like picking up some guy who always... people act like this is Uwe Boll, who like couldn't make a movie that doesn't suck. Or like Zack Snyder, who couldn't possibly, who gets in over his head all the time, as witnessed by Man of Steel. Like, I just didn't... I feel like Abrams did a good job with the Star Trek franchise. I don't know why people were so freaked out. Could he possibly do worse than Lucas has done at this point? Could he possibly foul up any worse than Lucas did? I know that sounds weird to say since it's his franchise, Lucas's franchise, but come on now. So, I mean, again, it may be that the movie's going to suck, but just saying like, oh, J.J. Abrams, what a disaster. I'm like, really? Like, since when did he become like the sum of all terrible direction? It is a trilogy. We'll have another 6 Star Wars movies. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Serp? I don't get it. What's up, by the way, Serp? I just don't get it. I don't understand the irrational hatred. Yeah, I didn't see that, actually. I didn't see that Mission Impossible. But it's like, and the same people pull out the same tired jokes. They're like, oh, lens flare. I'm like, dude, the lens flare thing is so old. He didn't even do that much lens flare in Into Darkness. So, I mean, like, again, it's possible the movie will be terrible. But I don't think that attaching Abrams to it automatically makes it a bad sell, especially when I thought he did an excellent job with Star Trek. I really did. I thought he did a good job. And I'm original series nut. I mean, in fact, I'll show you guys. All right, you guys see this? This, ladies and gentlemen, is every original series, Star Trek original series episode. Painstakingly, this is done about, I did this project, I want to say, 10 years ago or so by now. Painstakingly captured. Why do I not find the thing? I don't know. No, so maybe it's this. Ah, there we go. Painstakingly recorded, originally onto videotapes, and then recorded when Sci-Fi was doing their run-through. Every single one of these, I have all of these DVDs, every single episode, all 3 seasons of the original series Star Trek, kept in this DVD collection right here. I did this myself. That's because I'm a Star Trek fan, okay? I loved the original Star Trek series. So when people were going off about how, like, oh, I guess Star Trek has become some example of more whiz-bang in space, and I guess it's all about... I was like, what are you talking about? You are so lost. Like, and the second movie was a good example of it, too. And people are just like, oh, the second movie, Into Darkness, I guess, like, I won't try to spoil it for anybody. You should see it if you haven't. It's excellent. But they're like, oh, it's just, I guess it's another movie about terrorists, like, attack the terrorists in space. I'm like, did you even watch the movie? Because the movie is one of the most anti-Patriot Act, anti-surveillance, anti-kill them all and let God sort them out, theory. Like one of those anti-movies of that to come out of Hollywood in years. I was stunned watching that movie. I'm like, wow, this is really sticking it to the Patriot Act, and it should. So I thought that he did an excellent job. I don't, good grief. I broke out of a jail. No, man. It's not a jail. This is the Netherlands. Dude, this is the Netherlands jersey, Div. You have a problem with the fine people of the Netherlands? Okay. Let's see. What are we doing right now? I think what I did last time was we took care of stuff at the Stronghold. So, right. I need to do quests. I did Cinders of Faith. That's fine. So, I've got the Long Hunt, but I'm not going to do that now. Endless Paths I'm not doing now. I'm not doing that now. Trials of Durance I'm still working on. Fragments of a Scattered Faith. I can't do that until I build up. Yeah. So I have to do some more side quests in Defiance Bay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple more of the side quests here, and then I think I may do then like another one of the main quests here, which is in this district. So basically I want to spend time today in this district, in the First Fires district. I did a little bit of work in the Ducal Palace, but I want to go back in there and see if there's anything that I missed. I want to hang out and talk to the guys in Crucible Keep. I want to go over to the Valiant Embassy. So I basically want to explore this area and see whatever it is I missed. And then towards the middle of the stream, hopefully, I'm going to go down here. The Temple of Wodica is where the main quest continues, and then we'll keep that going. And then make sure I hit the other districts later, but I want to do that first. So, hey, what's up, Fallen? Hey, Bendix, what's going on, man? Right, Mercurius? Exactly, man. Exactly. Hey, Mercurius, I wanted to tell you, by the way, you get my my unofficial I Just Made This Up award for always having very on-point comments. I wanted to tell you, I love the fact that whenever you're in the stream, you always have, like, really on-point stuff for what's going on in the stream. So I have no idea. I don't know whether that nets you anything other than my respect, but I'm just letting you know. In case anybody ever is like, hey, what have you won in your life? You can be like, well, Arv once said that I had on-point career, so. What the hell is this? Good to see you, Fallen. What's up, man? How you been? Yeah, you know what, Thorg, too? When that opening of the teaser trailer happens, and you see, and it's like panning across the landscape, and then you see the fallen Star Destroyer down there or whatever, which is pretty awesome. Immediately I thought, I had to double check, because I got to it somehow through IGN. So originally I'm like, wait, is this like a new Force Unleashed trailer? Because I was thinking about the thing in the Force Unleashed where he brings down the Star Destroyer or whatever, and I'm like, is that what this is? And I'm like, oh no, that's in the movie. You're going to put that on a plaque. Nice, man. So yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, like, what I've seen of it so far, I am definitely impressed. Making sure I'm not missing anything here. And then we're going to go hang out in the palace. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to go look in the palace and see what else I can do. I already helped the Magran priest yesterday, so I want to see what else they've got for me, basically. This music, though. Love it. Had an invitation. Interesting. All right, so... I can't, all right, how do I get... What do I need for an invitation? I've been invited. All right, well, that's kind of a buzzkill. Love that music. It reminds me so much of Assassin's Creed, though. This music right here reminds me so much of Assassin's Creed, which is not a bad thing. At all. Okay, well, that was kind of a nothing burger. Oh, yeah, and it's... Well, so who is the composer? Stones of this ancient tower have been blackened by centuries-old fire. Sorry, fires. Surrounded by a patch of wildflowers. Looks like a memorial. Yes. I'm gonna go check out the Crucible Keep. They may not be very happy with me, the Crucible Knights, actually. Maybe I can kind of patch things up with them a little bit. Or maybe they'll just attack me. So, we'll see what happens. I'm sure they'll understand if I explain it to them. They'll be like, oh yeah. Also reminds me of Talos a little bit. Talos Principle. Why did I do the Dozens quest? Yeah, I'm not big on the Dozens, and in particular, I'm not big on the Dozens because I love Ader. What's up, my gangster dank? What's up, man? Welcome in. I like that name. I did the Dozens quest because I'm an explorer. I have an explorer background. So they sent me off to do something. And when I went in there in the first place, I was just exploring. These guys walked past me and were like, yeah, we're badasses. What? That was the Giant Slayer guys? So when I had a chance to show up the Giant Slayer guys, I'm like, oh, I'm totally going to do that. So the fact that I helped the Dozens... Listen, the Crucible Knights are not the greatest guys in the world either. But they're better. You know, like I like them better than I do the Dozens. But, you know, I can work with both of them. All right. Anything from you? Now let me see if I can go chat with the Knights. The Knights that say "Nee." Hey, good Friday night, Varney. What's up, man? Good to see everyone this evening. Hope everyone is doing well. Wyla. The Justiciar's gaze flicks over to you briefly before returning to the novitiates gathering in the training area. If this is about patrols, my novitiates are already stretched to their limit. Between the refugee influx and the mess at Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. After a pause, she looks over you again. I'm sorry, was there something else you need? Is something wrong at Heritage Hill? What isn't wrong is the real question. Yeah, for sure, Thord. A whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. Oh, really? So Heritage Hill has become Silent Hill. We sealed the area 2 months ago, just after I lost one of my finest commanders there, and yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There are already enough rumors about the place floating around the keep without my soldiers whispering about these disappearances. I'd just as soon abandon the district, but if these monsters should find a way out... Tell me about Heritage Hill. Used to be one of the most prestigious districts in Defiance Bay, but a few months ago, the residents all went mad. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. I played Vampire the Masquerade, the computer game, years and years ago, Varney. Started eating each other, and anything else that had the bad luck to wander into the district. I've never seen anything like it. All of a sudden, it was all like Walking Dead. Now, every novitiate that stands guard there, everyone that comes back anyway, talks of the stench of the grave and the groans of unspeakable horrors. That why and the how are questions for the Animancers. I've sealed the district in hopes of containing whatever happened there. It seems to be working, for now. There's nothing else. I must attend to my duties. Oh, wait, something was wrong. I could look into it. After what I've just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let anyone in? Oh, look at this. I could pull out your trained knights have nothing on me. Neville, it just seems like you could use the help. If you're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. She quietly looks on at the novitiates. And if you're somehow able to put a stop to this... You've got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gate. Alright. What do you do here? I'm in charge of the keep's novitiates. I'm responsible for their training and patrol assignments. She nods at the group gathered in the training room. They're good soldiers and they've been quick to adapt to new challenges. Farewell. Alright. Missing sentries. Alright, so I gotta go to Heritage Hill and find out what's going on. Alright, let's find out what else is going on in here first. What? Daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. Let's see. No, I didn't activate those. With intent. What's up, man? No, I didn't activate those, Thorg. So I don't know. I didn't turn them on, though. I didn't turn them on. I mean, I actually don't mind having them there. I kind of like having them there. Maybe it's default based on playing this on normal difficulty. Maybe that's why. Maybe if you go to a higher difficulty, they're off by default. I don't know. I kind of like having them on. Let's see. All errors can be reforged into lessons. Abaddon rebuilt himself from ruin. No setback is insurmountable, not even death itself, so long as the soul is dedicated to the task. 2. Work hard, work well. Abaddon demands only honest labor and forthright service. All errors can be reforged if your first intentions are pure. 3. All ignorance can be reforged into knowledge. Master your craft, excel at what you've been trusted to do. Do not offend your teacher by remaining a student forever. 4. Each generation must forge its successors. Teach your trade to all who are willing to learn, and in doing so multiply the fruits of your knowledge. 5. All difficulties can be reforged into triumphs. Meet strife with humility and acceptance. Let adversity temper the ingot of your will, and you will never shatter. I like to bring that off all the time. When I'm just hanging out with people, I'm like, hey, you know what? Let adversity temper the ingot of your will, and you will never shatter. And my friends are like, and I'm like, think about it. 6. Embrace your station, fulfill the duties of your rank, and meddle not in the affairs of your betters. All guilds fail at their weakest link. 7. All loss can be reforged into strength. Profitable work heals all emptiness. So long as you have the tools of your trade, you will always be able to forge wealth anew. 8. Value the works of others, and they will value your works in return. Share the harvest with the hungry and your tools with the destitute. 9. All souls can be reforged into whatever we will. Hard work is not exclusive to life. Death is no time for complacency. Commit yourself to excellence in this cycle and the next. Yeah, when you die, make sure that you keep working hard, okay? When you die. What is this now? Axiom Verge. Yeah, I was watching some playing this. It was very Metroidy, it looked like. So, yeah. Spiritual successor to Metroid. I saw that. Hey, what's up, Call? How you doing, Call? What's up, man? Okay. Ooh, what do we have over here? We have nothing. The altar. This is the symbol of Abaddon, a colossal smithing hammer imposed over a circular gear. It's smooth and bright with buffing oils. So this is Abaddon. Sup, Abaddon? Is it wrong that when I saw that I started thinking, I'm blue, Abadi, Abaddon, Abadi, Abaddon, Abadi, Abaddon, Abadi, Abaddon.
Hello?
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 There you go. Watch your back. Shoot straight. Conserve ammo. And never ever cut a deal with the dragon. Those are words to live by. Words to live by. Okay, so far so good. I want to check up here. Yeah, they did a good job with that.
Don't have the manpower.
Manpower for what? Talk to me, Commander.
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
You're in charge of the Crucible Knights? Here in Defiance Bay, anyhow. The High Justice is the leader of our order, but he's currently stationed at Fleetbreaker Castle. My job is to oversee our forces in Defiance Bay and to keep order for the Duke. Is there something else I can do for you? Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
I love the fact that you're given the option to do something which obviously is going to piss the guy off, but you can really roleplay it. Let's see. Is there any way I can help? I know how to handle myself. The reason I'm doing that is because, number one, I am benevolent, and that is normally what I would have said. Number two, I'm trying to kind of solve... Because I did maybe theoretically, there might have been accidentally a Crucible Knights patrol that I viciously slaughtered by accident. It could have happened, so I just want to, mend some fences. Always refreshing to meet someone who'd rather fix a problem than complain about it. Then we have this guy who's been wandering around and randomly killing patrols. People say that he looks very much like a duelist of some kind with a fancy feather hat and has a wolf companion. Hey, say, what's that bow of yours? Oh, look at the time. Gotta go. What's up, Floridan? Kana's voice actor? No, I kind of like... You know what? I have to say, Floridan, I actually like Kana's voice actor, and I'll tell you why. Most of the time, most voice actors that you get, I find, have all the same sort of default sounds. I'm not talking about, like, the Troy Baker types and, you know, those amazing guys. But a lot of the times, I find, like, the voice actors that you get sound very much the same. They're just like, hello, I'm a dramatic person speaking this way. Or, hello, I'm a very gruff person speaking this way. What I like about him is that he has this very deep, resonant voice. And perhaps he speaks this way. Haha. And that's nice, because once in a while, it's nice to have a deeper voice that doesn't sound like every other deeper voice that's out there. So I kind of like the fact that there's a little bit more being done with the sort of nuances of a baritone voice to, you know, put it in kind of a mechanical way. I like that. So I don't mind him, actually, I have to say. I haven't even gone to the sanitarium, so don't tell me. I don't know. I'm more sweet than Nutella. Okay. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an animancy scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights. Warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. So Magitator throws a rock at him, we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. Oh my god, they're building RoboCop. Wait a minute. You're building RoboCop? Guys. They're building RoboCop. What am I supposed to do about that? Oh, really, Burner? That's cool. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Viana lives with the rest of the Scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the Scrivener's dormitory and see if you can find her. When you get the research, just bring it to Dunstan. This is his area of expertise, anyway. Once you've brought in the research, he can sell you any arms or armor if you have need. He forges and repairs all of our equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. Basically as RoboCop. Yeah, with intent. I just saw it today. I was very impressed. Very impressed. We were talking about it a little bit earlier before he came on. Very impressed with that trailer. We're the only professional army. Tell us about the Crucible. We're the only professional army in Defiance Bay. Or in the Deerwood, for that matter. We defended the city in Hadrid's day. We've improved our training since then, but Dunrid Row can certify that many of our officers come from good Deerwooden fighting stock. Now we're responsible for patrolling the city and keeping the peace. With so many refugees pouring in from the countryside, that's become more important than ever. Unfortunately, that's earned us enemies, particularly among the Dozens and some of the more enterprising families in Defiance Bay. What do the Dozens have against you? They're demagogues and troublemakers. They forget that Defiance Bay is one of the largest cities in the world and not some frontier outpost. Most of them are mercenaries on a good day and street thugs the rest of the time. Needless to say, they have no patience for law and order. What about these enterprising families? House Domainal, namely. They're one of the city's oldest noble families and its largest criminal organization. Ooh, we can go against the mob. The mob! Their patriarch, Gedmar, has been trying to take advantage of the turmoil to expand his operations. We've kept on top of him, and he hasn't been too happy about that. All right. Okay. So we picked up a couple of quests there. I don't know about this going... Map shows the environs surrounding Defiance Bay. Flags mark strategic access points to the city. I'm not sure what I think about this whole, like... I don't know, man. This document estimates the flow of refugees over the past 3 months. The figures grow by the week. I mean, I grew up to basically feel like RoboCop, like the whole creation of RoboCop was an abomination. Really? I have to do that now? Ooh, what's this? Crucible Knights are calling for the arrest of an Orlan man named Eorn. Apparently he's eluded capture thus far, though the Knights continue to hunt for him. Edict of arrest I found is recently dated. Eorn could not have traveled far, and it seems unlikely he could get past the guards at the gates. I should look for him in this city. Okay. That's convenient. Let's see. I already read this one. Okay, that other one was stealing. This is stealing, but that other one wasn't, huh? Really? Alright. You say so, Chief. That's good, though. Pick 2 up quests up so far. Oh! Ader wants to speak to me, does he? Alright, I'll speak to you in just a minute, Ader. Yeah, it reminds me, I mean, now again, I'm more of a fantasy than a science fiction guy. This painting shows a row of warriors standing atop the walls of Defiance Bay while Ader's ships sail away. But I have to say that I'm, you know, it reminds me of how pumped up I was when Lord of the Rings came out. And every Christmas was just so awesome. Because those movies were so good. Didn't have the same feeling with The Hobbit. I've been so busy I haven't even seen the 3rd Hobbit movie yet, which is really terrible because The Hobbit is my favorite book, so I really should have done that already. But yeah, it's just a shame that it just was not as good. But Lord of the Rings was amazing. Thick grime cakes the bottom of the tub. The towel hanging from the side gives off an awful stench. Lovely. Yeah, I know, right, Love Shack? You can hear so many things. There's Dunstan. Tongs, hardies, hammers. What is a hardy? Fullers and punch tools hang from the wall. They feel heavy and sturdy, but their flame-darkened surfaces testify to frequent use. And tongues of flame lick at the forge, hissing with smoke as hot as a dragon's breath. Sup, Dunstan?
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
Commander Cliver said you're working with an Endomancer to build Forge Knights.
So much for his talk of secrecy. I'm building Cleaver's metal warriors. He says they're what we need to keep order in Defiance Bay, so...
How are you creating these Forge Knights? Okay, that's cool. Suits of armors and souls. Cliver's had me repairing and reinforcing unused armor for months now, just so we can fill them with some poor sod's essence. As long as that scholar girl's got her numbers right, infusing the armor with the soul won't be that hard. But that's not what bothers me. You need Viana's research to complete them? She's been working on a method to transfer the souls into the armor. Getting the process just right is critical. Bind the souls too tightly and you get something like those flesh constructs at the sanitarium, barely bright enough to avoid walking into a wall. But bind them too loosely and they'll be too self-aware for their own good. Mad killers in metal bodies. Booyah, RoboCop. This is RoboCop. RoboCop. You disagree with Cliver about the Forge Knights? I disagree with him on near about everything, and this is no exception. These Forge Knights won't solve our manpower problem. He can call them what he wants, but they aren't knights. And don't get me started on the other problem. Those souls he's bought to power the Forge Knights, Cliver keeps telling himself that they came from willing donors, but he knows better. There's a reason you have to buy souls through less than legal channels. You should be clearing those scavengers off the road, not doing business with them. Willing donors. Now there's a laugh. I've known plenty of idiot folk willing to donate their lives, but I've never seen despair so dire one would give up on their soul. Yeah, this whole soul thing is bothering me. If only. What do you do here?
I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too. We were all smiths back in Hodrick's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
Oh, I thought it was Cliver. I swear I heard that pronounced Cliver by one of the other NPCs. I think you guys have to get this straight. Is it Cliver or Cleaver? He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineages and connections to the Deerwoods heroes of old. Other than Dunrid Rowe, who really knows about any of that, though? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what I think about this Forge Knight thing. This strikes me as very sketchy. Very sketchy. I feel like you wouldn't have to say that, Burner, about, you wouldn't have to specify a time. Because I feel like I feel like any time you talked about a big Minecraft channel, spamming would be included. Minecraft is always battling it out with League of Legends chats and AGDQ for the worst chats on Twitch. Alright, how about information on Eorn? Filthy little flea picker. What did you want to know? Do you know where he is? Rumors say he fled to the catacombs after he murdered the knight. As much as I'd love to string him up, I don't have anyone I can spare to go crawling in that filth to check for him. How did he manage to kill a knight of the Crucible? Now there's a question. Witnesses say he was drunk and arguing with a man. If I had to guess, I'd say the sneaky bastard had a weapon on him and took the Justiciar by surprise. The coward ran off before anyone knew what he'd done. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Catacombs. Alright. So, wow, we have a few quests here. Yeah, League's community is not good. You're not specifying what part? Well, I mean, the thing about it is, listen, it's nothing specific against League. It's just, it's so wildly popular, and it's free. So you get a lot of people who, you know, a lot of younger people who are involved in it, and it's just, it's I've seen enough of the community to be not pleased with it, and I've heard it from many streamers, including LOL streamers as well. However, it does not hold a candle to the AGDQ chat, which is essentially, AGDQ is like 4chan for Twitch. I mean, it is awful how bad AGDQ chat is. But since that only happens, you know, whatever, once a year, you don't really get a chance to see it very much, but that is an absolute cesspool. Like, just a cesspool. There's no question about it. Okay. Hey, Polar, what's up, man? Yeah, but Dark Souls, you know, the Dark Souls community are full of backseaters, but it's not like, I don't know. Oh, is it? That I wouldn't know with intent. I wouldn't know about the Heroes of New Earth. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, like, the... Yeah. But, like, the Dark Souls community, for them, I think it's more just, like, I'm better at this game than you. But it's not, like... I noticed, I've followed enough Dark Souls things where I've watched people play, where I don't think that... I think the backseating is bad, but I don't think it's that they're, like, going out of their way. A lot of times they just seem to be happy that someone else is playing the game, in my experience. So, I don't know. It doesn't... It's not as bad. It's certainly not as bad. All right, what do I want to do here? So I've got a bunch of quests. Let's see. I could either go to the Scrivener's Dormitory in Copper Lane. I could go to Eorn. To, what do you call it? There we go. I could go to the Catacombs to find him. Or I could go to Heritage Hill. I think I'm going to go to Copper Lane. And I'm going to go to the Scrivener's Dormitory, and then I'm going to go deal with the Catacombs after that. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, see you, Polar. Thanks for stopping by, man. An isometric RPG in the world of Dark Souls. Interesting. Do you want it to be do you want it to be isometric, but in the style of Dark Souls also? As in, like, brutally difficult and unforgiving and, you know... and sluggish and not interesting. Hey-oh! No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, Oh, and I haven't talked with Ader yet. I just looked down there. I'm like, oh, you still want to talk to me. Let's find out what Ader wants, and then we're going to go to Copper Lane. The atmosphere, the lore. I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. And all your stuff drops in one kill. Yeah, I can hear you. All right, what's up, Ader?
Strange place for a shrine to Abaddon, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing and about the revolution and about tradition. Talk about the golem like he created the Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Deerwood's independence. And they join, and it turns out all any of these knights ever talks about is, when are we going to get recognized as a real knighthood? When are we getting our titles in our land? Their High Justice wants to be an earl. Says it's Abaddon's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, saying Abaddon told him to. Let's see. Seems like some members do still take their deal seriously. For all we know, maybe Abaddon is telling him to. They don't seem all bad. They're keeping peace. Nobles will respond that their gods told them. Oh, true nobles. You see it with the older knights, some of them. They were taught differently. I feel for them, seeing all that's slowly wearing away around them with nothing to be done because the wrong people are in charge. Shame they don't have better people leading them. Interesting. What's up, Batty? Yeah, you know what? I watched Man vs. Game playing a little bit of Titan Souls, and I was impressed. It looked. I mean, I don't think it's my thing, but I like the boss fight. I mean, for one thing, I loved Shadow of Colossus. I loved Shadow of the Colossus dearly. So I saw it and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I just don't like the feel, though, of the bosses. I like the concept. I don't really like the execution as I saw it. But, you know. Oh, I hear you, Ganks. That's funny. Who did I side with in Gilded Vale? I sided with Rhetoric's cousin. Whatever the guy's name is. Kolk or whatever the guy was. I was a little bit shaky about it. But I just didn't like Rhetoric's angle afterwards when he's like, oh, we need to do this for the good of the community, and we need to do this to unify people. I'm like, right. As Spock says in a famous Star Trek episode, he says, indeed, like unifying all the cattle under one whip. And the way he says whip is awesome. That's the way I felt. I'm like, you know what, Rhetoric, I'm not buying it, bro. So, Kolsk, yeah. So I wasn't crazy about Kolsk either, but I felt like he was a better option than Rhetoric given a choice. So... What is this? Wow, that's cool. Right, Floridan? Yeah. I just didn't buy the whole, like... I mean, I felt sort of sorry for him. I felt sorry for the whole environment, frankly. But, still, just... Well, that's it. Yeah, I don't know about that, Thorg, but I felt like he was one of those guys who very easily falls into that equation. You know what I mean? Like, just very easily, he's just kind of like, oh, yeah, well, you know, things are difficult, and so because things are difficult, you know, martial law, you know, like, I've heard that noise before. Mostly because he wanted to raid the castle. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool with intent. I like Shatner quite a bit. Boy, you know, we just took a hammer blow, too, with the loss of Nimoy. That was really a shame. And it was COPD. And he quit 30 years ago, and he didn't quit in time. Smoking 30 years ago, and he didn't quit in time. And then he became an advocate against smoking ever since then. So, all right, let's head to the Scrivener's Dormitory. Let's pick this up. And after we do this, we're going to go to the Catacombs. Thank you very much, Florida, and I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a good interview. It was a fun interview to do. Josh was very gracious, and I thought there were a lot of good questions that came out about it. Yeah, that was a good time, but I'm glad you liked it. Okay. I've got a bunch of other ones on there as well. Interview coming up at some point with the folks from Tin Man Games, and then hopefully I'm going to get one set up with The Witcher, with the guys with CD Projekt, the guys from The Witcher 3, after the game is released. Okay, so Viana should be in here somewhere. All right. Spilled tea, empty ink pots, and one detailed sketch of a fire-breathing old dwarf for all that remain of a long study session. I have a feeling like they're, you know, she's going to have some horrible, like, it'll have gone rogue and something terrible will happen.
Good day to you.
By Wiles Eyeless Face, you're one short ogre. But why are you green, and how are you getting the ducks to keep flying around you like that? Let me guess. You smoked a lot of white leaf, or did you get your hands on some snowcap? Snowcap! Snowcap! So few people know snowcap, much less ogres. Looking for Viana. I like Viana. She's always talking about metal men, which is strange since I'm pretty sure she doesn't eat snowcap. I don't talk about metal men either, and I do eat snowcap. Huh. Anyway, she's not here right now. Flew away to Andra's gift to meet her friend Bessia. No, Klesia. Yes, Klesia. Klesia is the friend she's gone to meet. In Andra's gift. In a house. Not a boat. North house. Empty house. Andra's gift has a lot of boats. We should go rowing sometime. Okay. You're a scrivener? Yes, I am a scrivener! I read books. I write books. I once ate a book, but only because it looked like sweet pie. Or perhaps it was sweet pie baked to look like a book. Interesting. Oh, I'm also a collector of herbs. Flowers, plants. I sell them. Mostly I eat them. Tell me about the dormitory. Yeah, like, I can understand that it's a little bit, like, strange, Floridan, but, like, it's not, but I think it's good. I think it just takes a little getting used to. It's where the scriveners who work at the Hall of Revealed Mysteries sleep. I'm a scrivener. This place smells like old stockings. Show me what you have for sale. What do we got here? Plus 10 will for 600 seconds. Minus 2 perception for 600 seconds. Minus 2 might for plus 300 seconds after 600 seconds. Minus 2 intellect for plus 300 seconds after 600 seconds. Of course. Gold Rot Chew. Ripple Sponge. I feel like I walk in and this guy should be wearing, like, this guy that I used to go, there was this store in my hometown where I grew up called the Trading Post, where the guy, like, you know, I walked in and the guy was wearing one of, like, those hemp, you know, like, hoodies that was made of, like, rainbow sort of hemp, and he was selling a bunch of, like, you know, like Hendrix paraphernalia and a bunch of hookahs and, of course, other things. The guy got busted for drug possession and dealing like 3 times. This is back in the 80s before they started to freak out incredibly about the prospect of having anyone selling drugs to anybody. But it was hilarious. Like, you just walked in and you could just be like... So I have an image, I'm walking in here and you just hear, I will get by, or like, driving that train high on cocaine. Casey Jones. You saw PlayStation posted a scene about Witcher Wild Hunt. Oh, yeah? You know what, though? I gotta be honest. You guys. Here's why Kana's a badass. And it's right here. These 3 worms saved my ass multiple times. Multiple times when I was going through the cave and I beat the dragon. Or the big drake, whatever it was. Multiple times. These guys are legit. For that alone, he's worth it. So...
I'm here.
The guy that I'm not really sure about yet is Heravius. I know druids have some good spells, but so far I feel like my best party consisted of my own guy, Ader, Durance, Aloth, Kana, and whatever her name is, Saragi, you know, the Sagari, the other ranger. And I think it's because she also has her own companion as well. So basically with her, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with my wolf, and 8 with her fox. And the wolf, the fox, and Ader then become 3 tanks as opposed to just having 2. So, Sagani, yeah, Sagani. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I'm leaning away from using Heravius.
Of course.
As one of my main guys in my party, but we'll see. The sturdy bunks are topped with thin blankets and even thinner mattresses. I'll bet. Aha! Viana's diary. Yeah. This looks like a diary belonging to someone named Viana. The latest entry bears yesterday's date. Klesia arrives tomorrow. The way we parted after her last visit, I didn't think she'd return. When I received the letter from Ozzy, I expected the worst. The distance has been hard for her, and my focus on my research hasn't made things any easier. Tomorrow, none of that will matter. The things we said, the things I didn't say, I'll have the chance to make it up to her. I wish we had more privacy here, but for now, that old house on the north side of Andra's gift is still empty. Oh my. Hey, Kuthek, what's up? How are you, Kuthek? You know what, Varney? Actually, I have seen Sunless Sea played, and it looks really, really cool. And actually, later this year, and it's going to be up to them, they're going to be getting back in touch with me. Later this year, I'm going to be interviewing one or two of the developers from Sunless Sea. Because I reached out to them. I saw Foom playing it one night, and I was like, wow, this is pretty awesome. So, you know, that doesn't help you right at the very moment. But I am going to have them on at some point, you know. But again, I don't know. It might be a few months from now to chat with them, and you'll have a chance to see some Sunless Sea at that point as well. A rancid stench rises from the basin. The dishes at the top of the pile are flecked with morsels of meat and cheese. Those at the bottom are coated in a slimy fuzz. That's lovely. Lovely. Yeah, I had to get some of the the talents to make the to make my wolf a little bit stronger. I did that for role playing reasons, though. I mean, Arvin Elrond, obviously, is connected to my channel. But also, he's also connected to my first novel. And in my first novel, I have a character not unlike Arvin Elrond with a wolf companion named Case. So for role-playing, when I had the chance to do it here, I'm like, I gotta do that. What's up, Laminith? Druids are versatile, good spells, can also summon. Yeah. They are. I just don't know if it fits with the playstyle. I mean, the biggest issue is that the spirit shifting sucks right now. It just does. If the spirit shifting, I think Burner was the one who told the joke yesterday that they had seen in the forums.
Are you staring at my eye patch or my ear stump?
Hold on.
Sorry, I was only thinking. The eyeless face seems to hound my steps. They say he unravels mysteries as well as hides them, but I'm starting to doubt it.
Wild does not unravel, but he helps guide you to the path of learning for yourself. If he gave us answers, the resulting knowledge would be without value.
You never get frustrated? With all these riddles and obtuse prophecies? Just once, I'd like to get a clear answer.
And just once, I'd like to meet a woman who goes into heat at the first whiff of Stelgar urine. But that's not going to happen either.
So spirit shifting sucks, and Burner was the one who told me that he read on a forum yesterday the joke, so what's the best spirit shifting form? And the answer is whatever form you were before you shifted spirit, before you spirit shifted. It's just not good. Like there's no reason to have it. I was excited when I saw it, and it sucks. So that's a big problem because it's a big function. It's a big part of the class. Now, yes, there's other aspects to it, spellcasting aspects to it, but I feel like Aloth is I feel like I've already got. The truth is, I don't need 3 spellcasters plus my chanter. I just need another tank. So I'm leaning towards getting rid of Haravius and bringing in somebody else. At the moment, Sagani, but we'll see what else happens as well. Yeah, Laura, I mean, Varney, for sure. I mean, it definitely the lore, just the lore itself would be a big part of it. Okay, so Andra's Gift. Fine, I will do that, but I'm not doing that right now. I'm going to go to the Catacombs, and I'm going to see if I can find... What's-his-face? Oh, wasn't your joke? All right. If you make a druid tank. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, like, Ader is obviously the tank. And now Ader actually has a feat so we can engage, like, 4 people or 3 or 4 people at once. So... Oh, yeah, Thorg. Maes Mora. That's a pretty cool model. I'm avoiding the vast majority of these, but... Okay. Alright, into the Catacombs. Into the mines! So we're going into the Catacombs because we're looking for Eloth, this guy who's wanted for murder of a Crucible Knight. So we're doing that. Whoa. Dead Initiate. He killed someone when he got down here too, huh? Let me save this, first of all. As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint traces of his soul lingering, a stunned uncertainty holding it in place. When you near without warning, the soul hurries towards you, as though you were a solitary light in the dank gloam of this place come to usher it away. Its essence invades your consciousness. You are in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe with a mask pulled over your face. You're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around a statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. One looks back at you. The cask of Amontillado. No. Others await, clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with a troll. The panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp and grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing, and his clothes are shredded. So, Arvin Elrond, are you feeling okay? Did you catch alcoholism from the Deerwoodens? His smile turns nervous as he looks you over, examining you for signs of injury. You were off in your own little dream for a moment. What's going on with you? Oh, don't worry about him. He just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer him up, so I just let him. Once you've seen it a few times, the shock wears off. Every time he goes a little strange in the face, I try and see if I can hear anything. It hasn't worked so far. See if you can get him to tell you what the spirit said. There's a troll around here. Yeah, to save time, Thorg. Also, a lot of the stuff is not very... Some of it's not well written, and it's kind of immersion breaking at times, so... I obviously love lore, but I don't love, like, excess... I don't want to hear from, like, backers, quite honestly. Like, I mean, I want people who are professionals designing the game, not people who spent, you know, dropped $1,000 or $5,000 or whatever it is, so they could get their own character in the game. So, that's why. Main character is a tank paladin, Ader is an off-tank, damage monk, Aloth, Durance, and a ranged rogue. Nice, nice. Nice. Yeah, no, they don't have anything about the, Oh, the game story? Yeah, actually, I want to test this delay if I can. Oh, did they? I didn't know that. Okay, that's interesting. Well, still, though. Yeah, I hear you, Limith. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I just didn't find... I mean, I started looking into them, and then I saw that they were backer-related, and I'm like, I don't really care about that. So, but that's interesting. I might check... I mean, I check out one, you know, once in a while, but... what was I going to say? Oh, I wanted to test the delay. So let's see. If you guys could, please, as soon as you hear this, type in the word macaroni. I'm going to test now and see how long it takes. If you guys could type in the word macaroni. Just want to test chat delay. Okay. Maroon. Rice-a-roni. Macaroni. Okay, so about 14 seconds. Thank you. About 14 seconds. That's about, you know, that's about typical. I thought it was actually even better than that, the delay, but that's all right. All right, so we got us a troll. Viscous, foul-smelling sludge ebbs in the trench. Okay. Guess that's not surprising. Oh, a troll. Oh, a troll. We have a cave troll. Fortunately, I do not have trouble with trolls.
Not too long, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Die!
Yes?
Yes. Take out the lesser black ooze. Whoa, oh, okay. For a second, I thought I had done 225 damage, and I was about to be impressed. Nice. Trolls, not a problem. Ooze plasma. As the stream progresses, delay gets slightly worse. What just happened here? Yeah, Arcanus bot is down too. What's up, Law? Good to see you, man. Alright, see you, Thorg. Yeah, you're fine, my ganks. I think it was an accidental timeout. Law is one of my mods, and Law is also responsible for Lawbot, who's one of the bots in my channel. Oh, okay, Bernadette. Okay, yeah, you're cool, dude. And by the way, for anyone who's new to the stream, by the way, thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to the Arvanauts. This is, I think, the best community on Twitch. I know I'm biased, but I love the people on this channel, and we are working the channel towards partnership. My name is Arvin Elleron. I play all sorts of different games, but I focus on a lot of story and narrative-oriented games, so a lot of RPGs like this one. Also do a lot of interviews with developers. I've done 12 or 13 of those so far, with more to come. I play Dungeons & Dragons regularly, session with the Infinity and Beyond crew, other streamers, and the like, and I also do fighting fantasy game books with my chat on occasion as well, and so we like to think we're a very supportive and caring and thoughtful community here, so if you like any or all of that, if that sounds good, a follow would be much appreciated, and thanks. Okay, your bot's down. All right, dude, no problem, man. I apparently it's not just, you're not the only one, so that's cool. Thanks for checking it out, though. Whoops. Whoopsie. There we go. Alright, so I took out that troll. That troll never bothered anyone again. That specific troll.
I shall.
Oh god. This is one where I don't want a choke point.
Onward!
And the reason is because I don't... I want them to get through. Nice. God, the Cloud Piercer, his new bow is so awesome. His new bow is just so cool. I love it. Love it. Oh, you never bought... Really? Oh, great. Why is it... Okay, somebody explain to me why in every single dungeon... in any one of these games, this is the case with Skyrim as well. Every single one of these games, there's always candles. People, in an ancient dungeon, these candles are not going to exist anymore, okay? They're just not. They're not still going to be lit. Okay.
Let's keep quiet.
Check I'm not missing anything in here. Past this area, yeah. Hey, Rox, what's up, man? Hey, Stolpen. Oh. You planning to join us, Ader, or... Alright, I guess not. Hey, what's up about 40 sheep? There you go. See, Hippo? That's what I'm talking about. Those are trick birthday candles. That's funny. You bought GTA 5 today. Wish I would have bought this game. Yeah. I mean, I'm the wrong person to ask about that because I love role-playing games, and I'm not a Grand Theft Auto guy. It's just not my thing at all. So that sort of, you know, that settles that. In fact, I don't even really like Red Dead Redemption, which I tried to play, which I thought was going to be better because I do kind of like the Western. But I was not having it. Not a big GTA guy, and I didn't like Red Dead either. What's up, about 40 Sheep? Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Arvanauts. The problem I had with Red Dead, and actually the other problem I have with Grand Theft Auto, besides the fact that I have some moral qualms about Grand Theft, but beyond that, I just feel like I don't think I love sandbox games, honestly. Like, I like some of the sandbox games when I feel like there's some direction, but I feel like it just becomes this big, huge, just kind of like unwieldy mess that doesn't really have any direction or focus. You know, like if I put a game that's super sandboxy up to a game like, I don't know, Final Fantasy VI, which is far more linear in its emphasis, I enjoyed Final Fantasy VI much more. Now, technically, Baldur's Gate 2 has a lot of sandboxy elements to it, as does this, but it still feels like there's some, I don't know, narrative through line. There's some direction to the plot. It's not just like, wander here, kill some wolves, sleep with a prostitute, whatever. Like, it just doesn't, you know, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. Hold on, I missed some chat here. Oh, no, I buy that, my ganks. What I don't understand is why the candles are still lit. I mean, unless your argument is that people are still coming down, like, even now into the catacombs, but I thought they were deserted, basically. Candles are time travelers. No, I know, Lamineth. I'm just giving him a hard time. Unofficial Mac build of the engine. Roleplay as a sociopathic murder loves horrors, drugs, when people override. Exactly. Yeah, oh, listen. You've joined the right channel if you like Final Fantasy Tactics, sir, because Final Fantasy Tactics is one of my favorite games ever. I love Tactics. So good. Skyrim, you know, I have to say, for all of the hate that Skyrim got, Skyrim was I really thought that Skyrim, if I think back to the games that I remember the most strongly over the last 5 years or so, not even necessarily the best games in quotes, but the ones that stayed with me, it was the Mass Effect series and Skyrim. Those games really stayed with me. Like when I finished Skyrim, including like like Dawn Guard and the other DLCs, I felt kind of sad. I was like, I was leaving this world behind. So Skyrim did work for me. I don't know, but we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, Varney. I guess we're gonna see with Witcher 3. Yeah. Yep. You still have your PlayStation copy. Yeah. Tactics is so good. That's almost a flawless game to me. It's the music is so good, the story is so good. Indeed. There's so much depth to it. And I played the game initially way before there was before there was this real thing called an internet. But no, I mean, I played the game initially well before there was any sort of discussion of like how to min-max people and how to create, you know, whatever, mathematicians and geomancers and all this. I never did that. So I felt like I really got into the game and got into it with a good deal of depth without having to go into be a completionist to really get it. So I love Tactics. Hey, what's up, J-Rab? Good to see you, man. Yes, I am going to stream Tactics eventually. Eventually. The problem is just so many good games, but eventually. Yeah, actually, Child of Light was given to me by one of my regulars, Kuthek, and I may end up playing that with my daughter on stream at some point. That is possible as well. Yep, it did work better than DA. It did. I liked Dragon Age Inquisition. I liked it, but I didn't love it, and I really enjoyed Skyrim a lot. So you're right, Glog. Skyrim actually was better. Yes, I did play the War of the Lions make of it. I played, because I have it for my PSP. I had it originally PlayStation 1, then I got it again for PSP. And I understand the calculator only because I went online and watched some people playing it, so that's cool. But I didn't really get a chance to get into that character. Right, Hippo? It's all kind of crazy magic. Oh, man. Xenoblade? Yeah, I've seen Tactics Ogre, but Tactics Ogre is, I mean, that I'll agree with you that was the, oh god. Oh. Nice. Missed me. Spellword amulet. Nice. I'll agree, that it was the original, but just because it's the original doesn't mean it's better. I think Ogre Tactics was better. It was the original, but I think Tactics ties it together much better. Also, by the way, brilliant work with pixel art in Tactics. Brilliant work. If you look at how much detail they're able to provide the pixels, like the small characters, even down to nuances of emotion, and like in the opening scene, one of the characters punches another character in the gut and then slings her over his shoulder. I mean, like, and it looks completely believable, even in that sort of art, in that sort of form. So, Yeah. Lone Wolf. Looking forward to some Lone Wolf for sure. I have to say about Pillars, by the way, that I feel like the same way I felt about Dead Man's Switch with Shadowrun Returns. I like Dead Man's Switch, but I love the Dragonfall. I feel like really like Pillars a lot. I think it's an excellent, really good game. I feel like Pillars of Eternity 2 is going to be epic because they're going to have figured out all the other aspects of the engine and the story and everything else. So as much as I'm enjoying this, the sequel to this is going to be amazing, I think. So, right, exactly, within 10, yeah. Okay, Spell Word Amulet. Plus 10 defense against spells. Hello. That's nice. Healing bonus. Problem is, I don't know who to give it to because I'll just keep it there. Well, they'll do that, ganks. They'll do that, but they're also going to work on a second. I mean, there's no question about it. With as successful as this was, they'll definitely work in a second. Remember, Obsidian was coming close to going bankrupt. And they did get an infusion of cash when they started making this game, so it wasn't just like they made this game and it saved them, but it almost saved them. I mean, this game did a lot for them. Take all. Yep, exactly with intent. Yep, yep.
Laying low.
Yes? Of course.
Should be interesting. Trap. Ow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get out. I thought that was a one-time hit only. I was like, what? Fine male armor.
Yes?
Why is it fine male armor? Why can't it be fine female armor, huh? What's up, Demiser? I know, it's true. Some people call me a space cowboy. Some people call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Demiser. Whoop, woo.
Hmm?
'Cause I live in the mod of the Arvanauts. 'Cause I'm a purple name in chat. 'Cause you know it is better than that. I take my twitching on the run. I'm a smoker. I'm a joker. I'm a midnight toker. Yeah, I know, right, Ganks? I do. I do. I did not hear that, Glog. I thought that Pillars sold really well, actually. I don't think that's... I mean, you may be right about Divinity being higher in the sales list, but I thought I heard that this sold very well. I thought that they actually at least satisfied, if not beat expectations, was my understanding. I might be wrong, but I thought that that was the case. Well, you can. You can hang out with us and watch us play. You know? Video with kittens is Fatboy Slim. Hello, Black Ooze. Come down quickly, please. Nice.
All right, then.
Cool. Probably pre-orders. Good to see another bitter Gen X vet. I don't know how bitter I am, Florden. But yes. There's a few, actually. A lot of the guys that I play D&D with, the Infinity and Beyond crew, are right around my age. Optic Nerve Productions is, I think, a year younger than me. King Foom is about 3 years younger, 3.5 years younger than me. Let's see. John Helfers, who plays with me, is like 6 months younger than me. And then Series Runner and Inaminatus are the two babies of the group. They're like mid-20s, but yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of guys over on Tabletopping's channel, who's a friend of the show. Who? Oh God.
Will be made on Ansawu.
God damn it, that was dumb. All right. But there's a lot of guys. Wow, freaking wrecking these oozes. But there's a lot of guys over there who are like 60s. Like he has a couple of regulars who play games with him that are 60s over there. So yeah, jaded to a degree, I guess. Ah, nice, Jay. I was going to ask you about that. Yeah, Paper Sorcerer is good, man. I had the dev on my channel for that. The Paper Sorcerer dev is a good guy, and I like that game. It's a surprising story. I mean, when you just think about the fact that it's all one guy who did the whole thing, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I dug it. Yeah, that's what I thought, gangs. I thought that they did really well. Was what I heard about sales. So, all right, now we're still looking for what's his face. Ooh. Yes, please. The hell is that? Gemstone. Getting us some gold here. I like that. Gradually building up the potions again. Used a lot of them. 300,000 owners of Pose of Eternity. Wow. What do you think, Roix? Are we gonna do that for our game? For those of you who don't know, Roix and I are working together on a game project. Roix brought me in as the lead writer for the project. I shouldn't say lead writer. That's unfair. As well, I guess the lead writer. I don't know. Technically, Roix is the lead writer. But anyway, so had a lot of fun sort of working on that so far. So and Roix is a game developer. So yeah, what do you think, man? Are we gonna hit 300,000? You think I think we're in good shape, right? If we hit 300K, 300K copies, we're in good shape, right? Yeah, I agree, Florden. Also my take. Okay. Well, I didn't want to just be like, oh, check out my ad awesomeness. Who are you? Near death. Of course you're near death. You're a skeleton. You started out as near death. Whoop. I will let Roix answer that. Usten's friend of me if uses Unreal Engine 4 gets a proper Linux build. I will let Roix answer all those questions.
I'm here.
I'm just the writing guy. I just write things. I just write words and stuff.
Of course.
Oh, no, 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 no. Okay,
Let's burn this away! Charge!
nice. Well, party is doing pretty well down here, I gotta say, so far. Ah. Okay, should all have gone to the stash. Good. Lovely. Alright, so what the hell's what happened here? Have you seen Tyranno Builder? I have not. I have not heard of Tyranno Builder. Unless you were asking that to Roix. Yeah, and by the way, I'm not avoiding questions. I'm just letting Roix handle it because he is he's the head of the show. Okay. There we go. This turns my crank. Every time I pull up this map and I just see the overall design, I just love the level designs of these things. It's great. Oh, crap. Crap, get out, get out, get out! Perhaps I should have oh.
Yes? Of course.
Perhaps I should have realized
I'm here.
that that's why he was dead. I was just like, oh, look, a body. Anyway, and then I go running through the hallways. One way is to stay tuned to my channel. That's one way. It's interesting, this like whole back area that you only get to up through here. And I haven't done this side of the river yet, and then I gotta go down to... Oh, that leads to the Temple of Wodica? Interesting. I thought that this just led to, like, the second level of the catacombs. Oh, cool. That's cool, then. Oh, thanks, Jay. Oh, my God.
What do you suppose that bally thing is? The work of a moment.
That moment when you look down and you're like, oh, look, there's a trap, and it's, like, right underneath you, and you're like... Nobody move. Yeah, I knew about this for a couple of months, but I started talking, a few months, actually, but I started talking about it once I had delivered my initial opening story to Roix, and then he said it was okay to start, you know, spreading the word and letting people know, gradually building buzz. There's also going to be a game associated with my graphic novel Icarus as well. That's being developed by Kale Satobo, and if Sat shows up later on today, he can talk a little bit about that. So we got a couple of those games going on in the channel.
I shall.
We should make, what we should do, Roix, is we should make Linux our, like, we should make Glog our, like, Linux, ambassador. Like, oh God.
You should see this.
Crap! Thank you so much for the follow, Ganks. Alright, let's reload that. The reason I don't want to send... I've got to send Aloth in front. Actually, maybe I should create a separate formation for trap finding. Maybe I should do that. But for right now, I'll just send him forward. I just don't want him going ahead of the party because he's the squishy wizard guy. So...
I wonder what this is.
What? Failed to disarm it.
Hmm?
I wonder if they'll avoid it. Guess they will. This has to be leading up to the dude's room. Why would you set up all these traps here unless the guy isn't sitting here? Yeah, that's what I did, Kuthek. I just didn't want to, I wanted to see if they would automatically do that or not. Whoa. Whoa. What the hell is this? A lone figure in tattered robes shuffles across the chamber, muttering under its breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels its head towards you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by a moss-like beard.
What is this? What is Durham's work?
What are you doing down here?
Research. A hodgepodge of adamancy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet as well as an abundant supply of subjects. If there's nothing away.
What are those creatures behind you? Oh, thanks, Laminith.
Just a few personal projects. Sorry stoles stuck in their mortal shells. Their flesh is as dead as mine, although their minds are not as well maintained. They flock to me like worms to drakes. They're not half as intelligent, but...
He watches as one stumbles into a desk.
They serve for amusement.
I was just exploring the catacombs.
Then go, and thank your gods I'm not hungry.
Dust and cobwebs have been swept aside for various alchemical implements. Though coated with rust and grit, they look recently used. So this dude is himself a dead guy. Awesome. What's up, Revenant? This Revenant's neck juts sideways at an unnatural angle. There are rope burns at its throat and wrists. It suffers occasional spasms as it moves about the room. Hello? Who are you? Left side of this creature's skull has been caved in. Its burial shroud is since tangled about its torso and neck. It stares blankly forward, mindless of your presence. Hello?
Stop that! I need those sorry wretches for menial chores.
Ugh. This creature appears to have suffered horrific burns. Its skin is blanket and its limbs have melted and fused. It plods stubbornly across the room. Hello? I'm gonna shove him. What? Grim assortment of rusty blades adorns this table. Let me save it before I go picking through the guy's things. I guess he's cool with a locket. Just no big deal. Just a locket. What? Oh, there we go. The silver locket is dented and tarnished. A faded portrait of a young nobleman still rests inside. His face has been worn away by time. That's one of those ones I need to pull out for later use, I think. Yeah, Royce is a smart cookie. I mean, he's definitely got, you know, I think he's done his due diligence, I think. Scattered feverish notes detail various enigmatic procedures and rites of necromancy. Okay. Well, let's get ourselves placed. I'm going to talk to him again with this locket, which may make him go hostile. See if it does. Farewell. I do wish there was a way to make custom notes on the map. There isn't, right? I can't make custom notes on the map like a la Ultima Underworld style. I just want to make sure I can't do that, right?
Yes?
Also, Aloth.
Let's see what lies this way.
Yep.
You
Called
might
it.
find this interesting.
Nice. Nice. All right, you guys. You can make custom notes in your journal. Just put post-it notes in your monitor, right? That's what I was doing, man, with Ultima Underworld. Even when I did my recent playthrough of Ultima Underworld, I was doing the post-it note thing. For sure.
Aye? Indeed.
Okay.
Yes?
So we're good on that side. All right, now I have to cross over the river. I still haven't found this dude. I just came in here to find this guy who was guilty of, how about joining us, Ayla? Who was guilty of murdering this dude. What's up, Krull and Clonk? Shove the dude, start a fight. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't want to start a fight in the middle of the room. For one thing, I want to know... Yeah, I'm not doing that yet. I need more info about the guy. That's true. You know, you're right, Kuthek. I should definitely have the Necro Cat up here. You're right. You speak the truth.
Light, flame, and sound. We keep to ourselves.
Guess I missed that. Wait, is that a farther bridge? No. Okay, on we go.